Hello, it's Darren, Australia's water sommelier. Just here to say hi and just want to share a little bit about how the minerality, the differences, whether it's the same total dissolved solids, but the different composition of minerals can affect the flavour. So it's not so much the total number at the bottom, it's what's in them. See, I've got my little testing here, but I've got a couple here and just want to go into it. I've picked two waters here. The minerality is almost identical, as in the super low category, between say 25 to 35, depending on how it is. So that's the average they're sitting at. I picked one that we're all familiar with. We can all have access to pretty much anywhere in the whole world. I talked about it the other week. We've got some Voss. We've got the Voss still. The reason why I've got this because it's super low, easy to access, and is very, very comparable to the local source that's here in Queensland, Australia. A Voss is a super low category, an Artesian spring from Norway. The other one I have here is Mount Beerwah, also an Artesian spring, super low category from Sunshine Coast, Queensland, Australia. The biggest difference is the composition of the minerals, and you can really notice the difference if you see it there. For example, the sodium is very similar. Voss, much higher magnesium in the Voss compared to the Mount Beerwah, but a bit more chloride in this one compared to this. But the big difference I've noticed is the silica. There's almost no traces of silica in the Voss. But then we've got up to between 10 to 15 traces of silica in the Mount Beerwah. Hence the little more sweetness in the Voss compared to the a bit more sweetness in the Mount Beerwah compared to the Voss. But the Voss also has a bit more body compared to the Mount Beerwah. So they've both got great things about them. That's the difference in the minerality and why the composition of the minerals are just as important as the total dissolved solids or the minerality on the bottom of the label. So they both tell you what's on it. They're pretty, what's in there, that's in there. I've scribbled all out here, so I've got notes to talk to you guys about it. But yeah, so they're very similar in mineral. The calcium is similar. I've got sodium is similar. The chloride's almost a bit similar as well. So the biggest difference I mentioned was magnesium's higher in the Voss, and the silica, trace of silica in the Mount Beerwah. So it's really interesting to see this and how a mineral water, no matter where it's from, that has its own terroir. They've got its own story. And that's it. So if you have any questions about either the Voss or the Mount Beerwah or anything else you want to let me know, shoot me a message, and I'm happy to keep talking and sharing these. Cheers, guys, and stay hydrated, my friends.